Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your...
Say it! Say it!
All right, I'll say it.
Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by me and my desire to critique your website. Last week, I asked you to leave a link down below with your website, and well, YouTube doesn't like links in the comments, so let's try this again. If you'd like to submit your website for consideration for a critique video by me, text me at 313-710-9729. That is my text line. Just say yes, you'd like to be a part of my text line, then text me your link. If you don't have a website yet and you would like one, you can get a 14-day free trial of Squarespace at squarespace.com/FroKnowsPhoto. Good luck, and I can't wait to critique some websites. First up, it looks like Nikon is having a huge fire sale on some of their best DSLR lenses ever. Insert is Nikon in trouble here. Don't tell me what to do, teleprompter.
I'll do what I want.
Anyway, Nikon is offering instant rebates up to $4,800 off. Now, mind you, it's $4,800 off a $16,000 800mm 5.6 lens for DSLRs. Other heavily discounted lenses include the
180
to 400 f4 TC for $3,720 off. Not sure how they got those numbers. The 600 f4 for $3,600 off, the 500 f4 for $3,000 off, and the 85 1.4 and 24 1.4 see a $440 and $600 instant rebate respectively. Now that is a huge amount of savings, but I'm hard pressed to tell anyone to drop those types of dollars on older Nikon DSLR glass. Now with that being said, if you've always wanted a Nikon 600 f4 and $16,000 for the Z version is unattainable, then maybe this is a golden opportunity for you. Insert is Nikon in trouble here again. I will not do that. Phone call. I wonder who that could be. Hello? Is this Nikon AI PR? What did Nikon fire everybody and just get PR with AI? Oh, okay, cool. Goodbye. Now, I'm sure this is nothing more than just cleaning out old inventory, so if you want to take advantage of these massive rebates, I won't stop you. Just be sure to use my affiliate link at allenscamera.com/fro because it helps me and it helps Allen's Camera, a mom and pop store. That was not a plug. That's actual news, by the way. It's big savings. And we all know people over 70 probably shoot Nikon and get that Medicare check. Next up, Canon has announced the Pro 1100 large format printer that replaces the Pro 1000, which was released all the way back in 2015-2016 and is still kicking ass here at the studio. That's right, I use it here. Now, when they say large format, what they really mean is it can print up to 17 inches wide, unlike my Pro 4600 that can print 44 inches wide by however long the roll is that you have installed. Just like the Pro 1000, the Pro 1100 does not, I repeat, does not add the option for a roll feeder, but it can print up to 11 feet long, opposed to only 3.9 feet on the Pro 1000. The form factor, the design, and build all look to be pretty much the same as the Pro 1000, which isn't a bad thing because if you've got extra maintenance cartridges from your Pro 1000, they'll work on the 1100. And you also get that beautiful red line to let you know that it's part of the L series.
The shape of an L.
Not to be confused with the loser mount, the L, sorry, the L, I apologize.
Apologize.
The good news is that the Pro 1000 was and still is a fantastic printing machine. So if the Pro 1100 is the same form factor and basically looks the same and acts the same as the Pro 1000, where's the changes?
Where's the beef?
The biggest change is the type of ink that it uses. It now uses 12 Lucia Pro 2 pigment-based inks, which are said to be longer lasting and give you up to 200 years when using archival media versus 60 years of the Pro 1000. Now, I'm not sure if Canon went back in time 200 years. to test this out, but I guess we'll have to take their word for it. Well, truthfully, legal wouldn't let them say it unless they were able to test it.
This legal team would uncover our malfeasance.
The ink is supposed to give you a wider spectrum of color, deliver breathtaking depth and detail, and be more scratch resistant. Now, my Pro 1100 just showed up on the doorstep this morning, so I haven't been able to test it out just yet, but I do plan on doing a full real-world review where I compare the same raw file printed on both the Pro 1000 and the 1100 to see if there's a noticeable difference. The good news is the Pro 1100 is priced the same as the 1000 and clocks in at $1,299. Now, for those wondering if a full set of ink is included in that price, the answer to that is you betcha. That means it comes with roughly $700 worth of ink, being each cartridge is priced at $59. Now, who wants this printer? Let me know down below by saying, I want this printer. And finally, Sigma has announced a 28-105 f2.8 DG DN art lens for the Sony E mount, and one can only assume, and they are doing it, the L mount as well, right?
Just do it!
Fine. I'll say it.
Mount Alliance.
The greatest thing ever.
You said it, man.
Now, I got my hands on this lens, and our full review will be out in the next few days. Now, I took it to the Phillies game where the range of 28-105 is pretty much useless for game action unless you're getting a play at home plate from inside third base or batters on the on-deck circle from the same position. And I also took it out to the park where I rented a 2-year-old for 30 minutes because little Dan is like 7 years old at this point. He's not a little kid anymore. He's cute, but what I'm trying to say is he's not that cute. I mean, he's not as cute as a 2-year-old. Sorry, Dan, who's editing this. Now, in the past, we've seen the range of 24-105, but as f4s, and Canon at the end of last year released a 24-105 f2.8. Now, the 28-105 weighs in at 2.2 pounds or 990 grams, which is a half pound lighter than Tamron's 35-150 f2 to 2.8 lens. It is an external zooming lens, meaning that the lens extends outside of itself when you zoom it. It has an aperture ring with a lock and a D-click switch, has 2 custom function buttons, has HLA motors, which are super fast when you're shooting, but remember, if you are going to zoom, it will not continuously focus while you are zooming. You'll take your finger off the button, put it back down when you get to where you need to be, and it will be super fast. There's no image stabilization, it is limited by Sony to 15 frames per second max as of now, and it has 12 rounded aperture blades, which I find 12 to be interesting. Anyway, I found this lens to be snappy when it came to focus, sharp and colorful, and offers solid image quality for the money, which is $1,499. Now, the biggest question you'll need to ask yourself is 28 millimeters wide enough? And I think most people's answers will probably be a yes. And by probably, I mean probably be a yes. I use 28-70 f2 on the Canon, and it does a great job. At the end of the day, this is a solid option for Sony users and hopefully Nikon and Canon users in the not too distant future.
When will then be now?
It's nice to see Sigma pushing the envelope when it comes to unique lens designs. There you have it. That's your photo news fix this time around. Thank you very much for watching. Jared Polin for knows photo.com. See ya.